Joining me now is Larry Yu from George Washington University here in Washington, D.C. He is a professor of hospitality management in the School of Business. Talk to us about this growing domestic travel industry in China. Why are more people wanting to stay inside the country to travel?
Well, it has been amazing, phenomenal for the Chinese domestic tourism in the last decade. And in China, there are probably a number of factors that are contributing to this tremendous growth. One is the increasing, growing middle class in China, and now it's estimated about 400 million people, and roughly in 140 households. And so that's the part, growing very fast. And then secondly, government has been instituting policy favoring tourism development, basically for boosting domestic consumption for economic growth. And then lastly, the industry has been working very hard to attract visitors to the different cities, destinations, and by improving more, infrastructure services, and also introducing more tour products. So, for instance, in 2021, a Universal Park Beijing will be open, and so that will generate more demand for travel in China.
And we did see the story there in Guizhou province of one particularly popular destination. What are some of the top travel trends inside China? Where are people wanting to visit the most?
The trends has been showing that more and more younger people, millennials, like to travel to, a destination like Guizhou, and so they want to be immersed in local culture and in local natural beauties, and they like to spend a little bit longer in those destinations. And so this is a clear trend from the past. People like to travel in groups, and then passing through many places during the one trip and taking pictures. But here the trend is to go into places less traveled, and then can spend more time and relax and enjoy the time they have. And so the wellness is a trend as well. And the government actually promotes wellness for the Chinese population, because the work and the life schedule has been quite hectic in the big cities. And so that's another trend. People like just to relax, recharge, and then a more quality family time with the family.
Have you noticed any difference in travel abroad? Are Chinese still wanting to travel abroad to different countries? And have you seen any impact in the number of Chinese travelers coming to the United States yet with the current tensions between the two countries?
Yeah, travel overseas has been also increasing because the last year's outbound travel reached almost 150 million Chinese, and it also shows double-digit growth in the last decade. More and more destinations opened up, like India has been the big destination now, popular, and then even South America has been opened up for the Chinese. The trade war has some impact on the U.S. travel, and we just learned 2 weeks ago, in 2018, for the first time in 15 years, Chinese tourists to the U.S. has dropped about 5.7%. But that's a mix of many factors. And so clearly, the Chinese people still want to come to the U.S., and with some of the tension going on, they may just delay and defer the trip to the United States, and the demand will come back once all the the disputes will be resolved.
All right, Professor Yu, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.